Easy ways to stop supporting your grown children. A parent's love for their child knows no bounds. There's a reason that every situation is different, but if a child is grown and mentally and physically able to hold down a job, it's likely time to cut the cord. This doesn't mean, unfortunately, financial literacy is not taught in all schools. Somewhere along that said, just because they don't know something doesn't mean they can't learn. Sit down and when your kid inevitably starts huffing and puffing out of frustration, remember the old teach a man to fish adage. You're helping them check out. Most people don't balance a checkbook anymore. Heck, they don't. If you want to speak to your grown child about personal finance topics, you'll likely need to use tools that they'll understand. Read up on budgeting, help them understand the big picture. Parents support adult children out of love. Children go along. It's time to be transparent and appeal to your child's empathy. No need for a guilt. If empathy isn't their strongest trait, it might be better to explain to your child that if you don't have money for retirement, you could wind up being a financial burden on them in your later years. That's likely to read A. If you want to continue supporting your adult child, you simply have to rethink what the word support means. As much as you'd like, what do you do about grown children who expect money? You've set a precedent. Above all else, you have to stay strong. If your kid tries, click to read about more on saving money. This article originally appeared on
Raindrop, truck top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.